Hey guys, welcome to Comments Instaclass episode 2nd. In this class, we're gonna take a look at processing leads. While processing leads you have to look at the layering also. It depends on how you layered your synths. I'm going to touch the layering concept in this tutorial slightly, so you can get an idea about that. And also, I'll be showing you a very easy technique to process leads. It consists of saturation, EQ, multiband compression and compression. So further ado, let's jump right into it. Here you can see, every sound I chose is different from one another. It makes the lead sound fuller and powerful. The main goal of yours while processing leads and choosing sounds would be fill the full spectrum. Try to fill it from 150 Hz to 16,000 Hz. It also depends on the octave placement of your MIDI. Try to place them in different octave to help the leads to fill the spectrum. Like this, here you can see I placed the MIDI of main leads one octave lower than the support leads. Now, with that said, let's focus on the actual mixing process. First, I like to do dry mixing, level matching, gain staging. Basically what I do is, I take every fader down and pull them back one by one and adjust by my liking. I like my leads in the face, that's why I try to make my leads a little bit mono. It translates well in the club system as well as in the car. If you want your leads to sound more in the face, always make the main leads mono-ish. While processing, I try to keep everything below 6 dB on the meter, this way I get a clean master in the end without any distortion, and I can push my track real loud. Mixing tip 101, always use buses for processing. Now, it's time to saturate the leads a little bit so it sounds natural and warm, rather than electronic and lifeless. I'm using FabFilter Saturn for this, but you can use anything you want, till it gets the job done. Now, since we don't need the frequencies below 200 Hz, we need to cut them from the leads to make space for the mid-bass and sub-bass. And, we don't need more than 15,000 Hz, so we can cut from 16,000 Hz. Let's bring out the OTT, the multiband compressor of EDM. I use OTT for the clarity and depth of my leads. This golden VST is absolutely free. Now for the final part, compression. I use Waves SSL comp to glue the leads together. I love how it sounds and it's super easy to use. I find 4 dB to 8 dB compression is the sweet spot for my type of sounds, but you can always try to do experiments. I think it's best spot, otherwise it squeezes the signal too much and make it less dynamic. Now, let's make the sound bigger by adding reverb. I use Send Reverb to have full control over my reverb. I insert a new channel in the mixer and route my lead bus to the reverb channel. I use Arts Acoustic for this, but you're free to use your preferable VST. See how the leads are drowning in the mix when I have the reverb come in? Well, we're gonna fix that by using Fruity Peak Controller to control the reverb amount. Follow my steps to set it up. The more you'll push the volume up, the more it'll get compressed when the leads are playing. In this way, we can get a nice wide sound without drowning the mono signal of the lead very much. It feels more in the face, at the same time with big spaces around it. Now, the sidechain. You can try experimental stuffs with this process. I use LFO tool, Shaperbox and Kickstart for my sidechains. In tutorial purpose I'm using Kickstart because it's the most common sidechain plugin used by EDM community. I play with the knob around 70 to 85% mix, depends on the sounds I'm using and want to achieve. And this is the quick result. I hope I helped you with the easiest technique possible to process leads. I learned this technique from Fabulers. Then I modified it to my liking and I'm sharing you my tips to process leads super easy and super quick. But, this is only the starting point. You can try to cut the resonance of the leads you used by going to the mixer channel. Then delay and other effects are also left out to cover. It's a very vast subject. If you guys want me to make a video about that, please let me know in the comments. If you made till the last of the video, I want to thank you and waiting for you to make some bangers, cannot wait to listen to them. See you soon.